Hi. Hello. It's been a minute. And honestly, I think we should just get straight into this. I bought a bread yesterday and I want to try it out. Oh, it smells delicious. This has nothing to do with the video. I'm just going to try bread. This is some good bread. Let's get to the topic. Today we're going to be reviewing and critiquing the red carpet fashion of the VMAs. Let's get started, shall we? I know it's been a while since I've been back here, but the VMAs just happened and I felt the want and need, honestly, to just talk about some of the looks. Nothing super groundbreaking in my opinion. The VMAs are fun. They're really real cute. Some of the performances that I saw were really fun and really cute, but we're going to specifically talk about the red carpet looks, as in my opinion, that is the one thing that does matter. Stage looks obviously are another thing that I think are very important. The VMAs red carpet are iconic for very interesting and even questionable choices of red carpet wear. Historically, we have some duds and some amazing looks. Today I'm going to do my best to hopefully critique fairly, be honest, give you my honest opinion and what I think. It's also about the person wearing them. Do they fit the vibe of the clothing? Is the hair, is the nails, the makeup, the jewelry, is it all falling together well? Because I think a lot of celebrities fall flat on that. Let's get started. Starting off with a very controversial one, we have Taylor Swift in Christian Dior, Stuart Weitzman, and Lorraine Schwartz. Now, I'm not entirely sure who made what. The dress, the bodice, I'm more than sure is Christian Dior. And my question is, why this styling? I've seen Taylor wear some very cute gowns, some very nice dresses. Of course, we're not going to talk about her Met Gala presentation in that short dress. That was a choice, but this was almost good in my opinion. Why shorts? Why shorts? That's the only question I have for the Taylor Swift styling team. Why did we decide to go with shorts for this look? The thigh-high boots isn't even what's bothering me. It's the shorts. Or is it a skirt? No, I think it's a short. If it's a skirt, it doesn't make it any better, honestly, because the style does feel a little outdated. I'm kind of bored of seeing a corseted top with a peplum, and that's exactly what this is. I love the plaid, don't get me wrong. The plaid and the yellow actually looks really good on her. It's Christian Dior, and I don't see any Diorisms. I'm missing the glamour. I'm missing the chic nod to older fashion styles, aesthetics, and cuts, and I am just not intrigued by this. It's definitely trying to give an edgier vibe, but I don't feel like her recent album was edgy, so I'm a little confused by this. Moving on, we have Megan Thee Stallion. Honestly, gorgeous, hot, sexy, cool. A little lackluster from the waist up, in my opinion. I would have loved some jewels. I would have loved some accoutrements, something to decorate the body, but I do love the mermaid gown, the sheerness of it. I do think she's one of the more best dressed this night, but I am a little bored. I'm a little let down. Megan just had this huge era of like anime culture. Why was that reference not made? Why was it not a nod to one of her videos? Why was this not embellished in stars or something? Like, it could have taken me there. Katy Perry in Who Decides War. This look is hot to me. She is a mother. She looks gorgeous. The way that this fabric is shredding is really cool. I love that Katy Perry is so deep into her career and still serving this sex bomb, maybe even more effortlessly sexual than her earlier years. And it's honestly gorgeous. I could have done without the wet, stylish hair. It is a little stripped down jewelry wise, but I think that is to sort of give the idea of like this sort of post-apocalyptic vibe. I do wish it would have again made more sense with what she created in her most recent album. Her stage presentation though was groundbreaking. She does deserve a Vanguard Award. She's been there, she's done that. She has a sweater, she has a torn up skirt. Up next is Lil Nas X, and honestly this is too costumey for me. I don't know what this is a reference of, or if it is just it's just an imaginative idea that Lil Nas X had. I do love Lil Nas X, and I do kind of get the vibes of this being him, you know? It's very over the top, a little cartoony. Maybe it's a nod to some future work that he's coming out with. I love the colors. I do think it's all cool. It could have been probably even cooler without this helmet, but I do get that that's part of the look. I don't get the side pieces that look like they're oil funnels. I don't get it. The ears are cute though. Next we have Sabrina Carpenter wearing vintage Bob Mackie. Sabrina's bringing out the good pieces. I gotta be honest. She looks like Marilyn and it's gorgeous. This cut made for her. The hair, made for her. She really knows her aesthetic, and it's really, really showing. I would have loved a bracelet or so, maybe a really nice dainty watch. The garment is gorgeous. The way the bugle beads just lay, it's gorgeous. It's vintage. She's doing it right. She's doing it right. Next we have Camila Cabello and Toni Ward. Why is she a black bride? I don't get it. I don't like it. The nude is a nice nude matchup, I will say that. But to me, this just pales in comparison. Why the veil? Why anything? You know, I'm bored, if I'm being honest. It's just a pretty dress. We have Halle Bailey and Sophie Couture. This is gorgeous. I'm a sucker for bugle beads. But I don't love this look. I will say I appreciate, since it's very beaded, the lack of jewelry, and there's still some bracelets there. There's a nice earring. But I think we can do a dainty jewelry. If me and my styling, what I love, kind of always need some jewelry somewhere, some accoutrement, some way to decorate the body, you know. If the body is a Christmas tree, you got to put ornaments on it. Now, come on, people. It's just cute to me. I do like the way that it ends, a little fringe. I do like the monochromaticness of it all, even with the red lip, the red shoe. It's just okay to me. I'm a little confused by the cutouts. I would like to see more of this. Okay, now we're talking. Chappell Roan wearing Y Project. Now, Chappell really did a really gorgeous body of work this VMAs. Every look was cohesive within itself. It looked like a collection. It looked like they belonged together. She is giving this new age Sapphic Joan of Arc, and it is gorgeous. I'm loving it. The sword. I want her to stab me through the heart and then sing a beautiful lullaby as I pass away. Was that dark? I'm sorry, but this is what Chappell is making me feel. And then her stage presentation being Xana Bane, over the top, took me out. And then her acceptance award look, the chainmail, everything was gorgeous. And she also had a little chainmail, like little purse. Cute. She really came in head to toe aesthetic. And Chappell really is setting up the standard of not putting up with anything the paparazzi has to do or say to her. Next we have Paris Hilton and Celia Keithrotti. I don't always know how to pronounce that name. I do know about that brand though. It's just okay. Glittery, shimmery, silver, sequiny fabric that's torn up. It's just okay. She took my note of always wear a necklace too serious. She was all the necklaces on. I do love that everything matches and it's cohesive though. Props. Shawn Mendes is just always gonna give us exactly that, just whatever it is. Halsey in vintage Versace. Love that it's vintage Versace. Love the monochromaticness of it. Not in love with the dress though. I do think it looks good on her. I don't love it for the VMA red carpet. I wish Halsey would have maybe done a little bit something more fun, but I do think it's great. She clearly just came to like maybe just attend the show and show off this really pretty dress that she owns. I love a lot about it, but I'm also not super impressed by it. It does make good makeup though. I love her makeup. We have Coco Jones in Leather Couture. Honestly, Coco Jones really interesting shapes and silhouette. I love the sheerness of it. It's kind of giving like smoky material, almost like it couldn't be there. But I don't like the way that the fabric ends in these like strips. It's kind of giving like cassette tapes. And I think there's just better versions of gowns like this out there. So it's just okay to me. We have La Lisa in Mugler. Now, I love Mugler. Love this look, love the color. I think she looks stunning. It is kind of a lot happening all in one, but it's working for me. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm not super in love with the matte meets the satiny fabric that's on the corset. It is a pretty good nude, and you know, she's wearing the jewelry. She's listening. She's got a nice necklace on, and she's even got a ring above the like gloved sleeves. It's a gorgeous look, and I'm glad that she came and showed out and wore honestly a really great look. It's cute. Lenny Kravitz, why are you wearing that kind of tie? Wear an actual tie. I've got to be honest. That tie bothered me so much. And there's like honestly a really cool little thing on it, but because it's clearly just an elastic or like a little like thing that just attaches in the back, it instantly cheapened it for me. I don't love it. Carol G. Now, Carol G. I love you. I love your music. I even think you're hot. But this is not how you show people you're hot. This is not good. This is not cute. I don't even know who made it. Why are you an emoji? No, not it. And then we have Anita in Dolce & Gabbana. See, this is the second Dolce & Gabbana we've talked about. Love it. Again, what are we doing with the veil? Maybe I'm a little lost in it. I know, what's her name? Miss Cabello was wearing a veil as well, and now she is too. It's kind of an antithesis to that. They're kind of like a dark and a white bride. This is better in my opinion. It is kind of giving lingerie on wedding night though, and I don't love that. Tinashe and Rick Owens. Love that it's Rick Owens. Very, very interesting. Not in love with it. I do love the giant pendulous necklace she's wearing though. That is cool. And the scarf is fun, although I wish there was more of a cohesive flow to the scarf. It does kind of look like a fashion school project patchwork together, and I'm not in love with that. I do love the leathers though. I love leather treated like this. I think it's really cool. And she looks good, I gotta be honest. Alessandra Ambriosa, no. Let's see, Raul Alejandro and Saint Laurent, boring. Tyler Posey and whatever the hell Tyler Posey showed up in. Let's see, Big Sean. Oh, it's a jumpsuit. Okay, Big Sean, I'm not mad at this. I like this. Ooh, Glorilla. Glorilla, love this set. Very, very fun. This to me really does give 2000s VMA. Love the hair, love the accessorizing, the barely there top. Kind of hot. And I just love this metallic fabric. It's really doing it for me. She looks like a moon man, and I think that's really cool. Chanel West Coast, flop. Biggest flop of them all. Worst dress, 100% worst dress. Tyler looks really, really cute. I love this sort of like almost bungee cord elastic material. It kind of looks like the thing that people made friendship bracelets in when you were like elementary school or middle school. And honestly, I'm kind of living for it. I love the yellow with like the off-colored like panty underneath and the necklace that matches the panty. I don't love the shoe with this. I get the sort of like color theory we're playing right here, a red, a blue, and a yellow, sort of triadic colorways. But I'm not super impressed with that. I think she looks gorgeous. I think she looks stunning. And I do love it. I wish she would have twirled a little bit. I think it would have looked really fun in motion. Kind of giving a little Roxy Andrews. It's a little Roxy Andrews, if I will say. And then we have Addison Rae and Miss Claire Sullivan. Why? Just why? And I get that the VMAs are a moment where you want to be like shocking and even a little impactful, but we could have done without the shelf boobie. It would have been so much more impactful if it was all just sheer lace, or if it was just a little bit subdued. If you were trying to give this certain vibe of shock factor, there's a lot of ways to do it that aren't this. There's a stylish way. You could, people in history like Lady Gaga showing up in a meat dress is still more chic than this. This is weird to me. I just don't like I don't understand it at all. And I don't think it's for me to understand. Oh, and then we have Doechii and Tom Brown. Love Tom Brown. I'm a huge Tom Brown stan. I love Doechii. Miss D-O-E Dondada, bitch, you notice me. Honestly, cute look. I would have loved something a little bit more impactful, especially with like Nissan Altima and like how popular it got. For a moment, would have been a lot more fun and impactful if we kind of referenced that song rather than this suited look, although I am feeling it. I'm a sucker for a suited look. Look at me, I'm in a tie and a shirt. Honestly, Cyndi Lauper always looks good. Cyndi Lauper looks amazing. This is a look that I would absolutely wear if I was on like a red carpet. A striking black and white moment. Loved it. Love it, love it, love it. Dora Jar with an umbrella. Was it raining? Was it sunny? I don't think so. I'm not honestly seeing anybody else that I really, really want to talk about. So we're just gonna talk about my favorite looks. If this was a pageant, who would be the top three and who is taking the crown? In my opinion, the top three looks, I gotta really think about this. Okay, top three looks, in my opinion, are gonna go to, it's gonna be Sabrina Carpenter, Lalisa, and Chappell Roan. I think that the three of them dress the best within their aesthetic and within their parameters. I would have loved if Lisa would have done something a little bit more rock star inspired. She had that amazing impactful song. I would have loved star motifs or silver motifs. Kind of the same criticism I had for Megan. It would have been very impactful and very striking, very entertaining. And, you know, we do have the new woman come back. Which maybe this is her way of showcasing she is the new woman. She is dignified, she's glamorous, but fashionable and forward, edgy. And I do think that is something interesting. I do love the sort of new woman aesthetic. I feel like Sabrina really is playing with this vintage aesthetic and has been with these past new releases. And I think that this vintage Bob Mackie really suits her well, her brand, her aesthetic. And honestly, everything is really hitting the nail on the head for me. The one who's taking the crown is Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan impressed me every single moment, every single step of the way. It was just gorgeous. The presentation, she brought her own carpet to stand on. It's iconic, the sword. She's bringing back props and accessories to the VMA stage, and I haven't seen people do that since Gaga. And it's warming my heart that a queer Midwestern goylie is really coming out and showing people. I'm so happy to see what they do with their career moving forward, because they've honestly been on my fashion radar since I've discovered them, and I love what they do. Love, love, love what they do. And that makeup! Should I try out their makeup? That'd be fun. Worst dress definitely goes to, you know what? I'm not gonna say Taylor Swift because I don't hate it. I just don't like it. Worst dress has to be Addison Rae. It is just inexcusable in my opinion. Carol G, I don't know what the thought process behind that look was. I would love to see what the team thought they were doing and go by that. And then of course, Chanel West Coast. I'm very confused as to the idea of Chanel West Coast look. Because at least with Addison, there's an idea there. I don't even want to talk about it further. Well, with that, I think this little VMAs red carpet review is done. Let me know down below what you think about my opinions. If you think I was right, I was wrong. Let's have a nice little healthy discussion. Keep it respectful. As you saw Chappell Roan told the paparazzi to shut the fuck up, I will tell you too. Kidding, I'm nice. Soy un ángel. Follow me down below if you want to see more of me. You can check out my Instagram. I post everyday illustration styling videos. I'm gonna go. It's been real. It's been fun. I gotta go. Honestly, I'm gonna go eat the rest of this bread. Bye!